Let's just get to it, because obviously you guys probably came here because you saw the title. Whatever day this is, in the bag. Ready to go see him? This is what makes Daddy all happy after the crappiness. Yeah, I love you. What are those called? Yeah. What are they called? Yeah. You want to go say hi? Oh, I don't know what those are. Those aren't ducks, but you want to say hi to them? It's like, Dad, let go of my hand. I want to wave. Which way do we go? You tell me. I love how she runs. Say hi, duck. Bye, duck. We gotta go soon.
There's like little baby ducks, like 2 or 3 yellow ones and little.
Like yellow? Like
yeah, yellow ones.
Shade ducks?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Whee! Where are we going, Rem? I love how she runs. Her little legs can't keep up. All right, it's Marley's birthday. We're all celebrating in spirit of Mama. That's pretty much what she would look like right now, anyway.
It is. Except for there'd probably be like 12 of them on her face.
That's true.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Say happy birthday, Mama.
Okay, we got another dog.
Good, Zoe.
Grilled cucumber.
I didn't realize
That one looks so good. I know, look how good. Well, not
Yeah, this is what
those.
we do
I
when
don't like
Remy's
those
asleep.
ones, but.
Actually, this is a good little segue since we're talking about Remy. Today, obviously.
Look how pretty this is. I'm sorry. Is that pretty, Max?
Okay, so I obviously had third round of the radiation, fourth round, knock on wood, there's no wood around here. I felt any, she's somebody's mother, by the way. Haven't really felt, thank God, anything from the radiation, you know, but then again, they always say that happens weeks in, like 3 weeks in or something like that. And the chemo, I just feel kind of blah. It doesn't incapacitate me.
I was like, "You're really feeling fine. You're really okay." And he's like, "Okay, I haven't told you. I'm just a little tired." I'm like, "Well, why aren't you telling me?"
Well, it's like around this time, around 4 or 5, you could see. Let's just get to it, because obviously you guys probably came here because you saw the title and down below or whatever it is. We've talked to the doctors before. It was a huge concern for Allie and myself. It was a huge concern before having Remy. But I mean, it was like 4 years before or after that we had Remy, so we had a very long period of time.
I know we've like spoken to you guys a little bit about when we got pregnant with Remy, what they had recommended. They recommended that we wait 3 to 5 years before trying to have any children, just to be in the safe zone, so that it doesn't put us at a higher risk for birth, you know, defects and
the scary thing is that there's still no guarantee.
Yeah, I mean, but that's in general with pregnancy. There's no guarantee.
Yeah, that's true too.
So we hit like that 3-year mark. We got pregnant, and it was within a couple months that Charlie had to go back onto chemo. We found out he had to get a brain surgery. You know, he had been on chemo.
You guys didn't know that.
Because he had to go on chemo, you know, prior to the brain surgery leading up to it.
Obviously, you guys know we've been talking about baby number 2 for quite a long time. We were really considering starting
when Remy turned 1.
However, we got the news
with Char's surgery, you know, he was going to be ending chemotherapy like right before. I think he ended it like a month or 2 before his surgery.
2 months off.
And they had mentioned radiation and chemotherapy, but they were like, yeah, you probably won't need it. Like, it wasn't like something that they had made definite. So we're like, this is great. They gave a different time frame. Like they have so much more information nowadays than they did back then when you can try to have a child and how long the chemotherapy stays in your body. And so they kind of give us a completely different time frame, like 6 months. Like, you could start trying to have kids after 6 months after ending a round of chemotherapy. And so we're like, holy crap, this is gonna be awesome. So, you know, 4 months after you get your surgery, we can really start trying, and this is great. And, you know, hopefully we have really great luck with it, and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, he gets his surgery. Then they tell us they got everything.
Yeah, they told us we got everything, which immediately Allie and I were like high-fiving. I'm ecstatic. I mean, you saw the video. But then the doctor said when we went in, we were going in with like this anticipation, like, oh, it's over, finally.
I think we told you guys before we found out about his brain surgery, they had given us all these like all this paperwork and pamphlets on like pregnancy after chemo and like all this stuff. It was so weird. Like, everything was falling in line, and we were like, oh my gosh, just like, this is gonna happen. Kind of thing, you know.
And then the bombshell came where they're like, all right, well, we're gonna have to do radiation, and I was by myself.
You were by yourself.
I was by myself.
He actually recorded everything. I was sitting in the car with Remy.
That's what sucks is I got the bombshell when they're like, oh, you have to have the radiation and chemo. I'm just like, vortex. First off, I had no idea what radiation is. I just assume it's some sort of like invasive, highly invasive thing. You know, flash forward, it's not. I don't say it's bad because it still sucks. It affects, you know, the reproductive process. I think just as much, if not more, because you're beaming radioactivity into your body
on top of taking chemo.
Yeah, granted, it's very needle point isolated.
They're obviously not going to run a study on it. You know, it's not like they're going to be like, hey.
That's what they told us. They're like, we can give you an answer, but nobody's really going to test it.
Yeah, nobody's going to really know, and it's safer not to. I got that information. He sent me stuff, and I couldn't really hear what was going on, and so he came back to the car, and I was sitting with Remy. He was like telling me, he's like, I have to get radiation and chemo, and he's like, and I have bad news. And I'm like, what? Like, what else?
You said brain surgery. What else can you possibly do?
Like, what are you telling me? Like, I thought radiation and chemo was bad, but then, you know, I knew it was good because it's like it's gonna help prevent all of this. You know,
it's gonna exceed expectations.
Yeah, they said it's not advised to naturally have a child. In that moment, I was kind of a little selfish. Like I was so sad to try to go through this, but I knew that it was going to be something that's going to help it so that he hopefully can kick this thing's butt and never have to go through it again, you know? Yeah. But then there was a part of me that was like heartbroken a little and sad, you know? It's hard because I was like really scared to have Remy because I was really scared, and then I had her and I'm like, I just loved every moment of it, and you know, I want that for Remy. And, you know, not that we aren't thankful for her, because I don't have to say that. And I know so many people are going to say in the comment section, like, be thankful you have a girl, wonderful baby. I am. Of course we are. We love her. We're so thankful of her.
Ever been the question.
And we're not disregarding that we have a beautiful, healthy child. It still hurts and it still sucks. It does eat at us. It makes me sad. Like, I am sad. We had some tough moments after that, like figuring out like what we would do and how we would do it, kind of like really just trying to figure out what we needed to focus on that was most important. So we obviously realized that Charles' radiation and chemotherapy is so important. We're going to make sure that Charles is healthy and happy and gets through this as easy peasy as possible. He told me the news, and we both didn't really talk to each other about it. Like, we didn't really discuss.
I felt really guilty because even though it's not my fault, because I was really kind of on the edge, on the fence, because of the previous past. I was like, we really got lucky with Remy, because the entire time I was like thinking, oh my God, did the chemo affect anything? So like every one of those like sonograms, I was like terrified. Like
we said, main focus was Charles' radiation and chemotherapy. So
because the goal is that I need to be around as long as I possibly can.
Because I can't raise a child by myself. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't want to say. I have a little
morbid sense of humor. It's Halloween, guys. Morbid sense of humor.
Yeah. No, we just have these crazy little child over there who loves her dad too much. God, I am sounding morbid. Don't make me do that. That's you.
It's Halloween.
That's you. I know a lot of people are going to start saying like, well, doesn't Charles have frozen sperm? He does. Charles was so smart prior
to the first chemotherapy treatment and surgery.
You know, we started having deeper conversations about like, if we were to have a child, we would have to go through, it's called like IUI. It's like intrauterus insemination.
Right?
One is, I think, less invasive than the other. I'm probably not even saying it. I'm going to put the name of it on the screen, like right here, which is the less invasive version of it. We were talking about it, about wanting to do that and like what the next approach would be and like how to handle that, when we should start, if we can even have that opportunity. I'm concerned that kind of sprung up in our mind, though, was the fact that Charles was diagnosed with a brain tumor right before.
Yeah, it was right before.
You know, he was like, well, what if this sperm has something that could affect the baby?
Right.
A future baby.
I've always felt a little bit apprehensive of doing that kind of stuff. I don't know why, because I know it's perfectly natural in the sense of like, it's not unnatural. Does that make any sense?
And it's how a lot of people have
to do that, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just sometimes you need that extra help. It's also not a guarantee. We've been really talking about it a lot more now that the surgery is over. The radiation treatment's 6 months.
6 weeks.
6. Oh my God! Thank God it's not.
And then
6
he's
months.
on chemotherapy
for the year.
But
it's not a year every single day. So or every single day for a year. So it's a very manageable thing. And if, as weird as it sounds, say out loud, if I'm not in the equation.
Please don't.
No, I mean like, you know what I mean? Like No, I just mean like, I am, but at the same time, I'm like, I can still help because we have the resource. We're actually talking more and more about baby number 2, and this is going to probably have to be the direction that we would have to go to, and then at the worst case, adoption would be something
Which is even bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It's it'd be a beautiful thing too. The ultimate goal is that we want to have Remy and a sibling relatively close to each other, because we have siblings that are relatively close to each other.
And this isn't a negative thing. Like, we're not talking about this like in a negative way. We're talking about it in like an honest way, because I think it's just.
This is real. This is
very
what's
real,
going on.
and like there's all types of emotions. There's happy emotions. There's scared emotions. There's nervous. There's like, are we sure about this? I mean, there's like all types of emotions, and I don't think that one emotion that we're feeling is bad. Like, some days we disagree with each other on it. Some days we agree with each other on it. Some days we're like, maybe we shouldn't do this, and some days we're like, we should. Yeah, it's not. And I mean, this is like the reality. This is very, very real. That, you know, Remy may be it, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I love her, and I'm so happy that we have a healthy baby. We got so freaking lucky. Our hopes are to have more kids. We're gonna gather a lot of information, and we're gonna have like some deep conversations with each other. Figure out what's the best thing for us to do. What's the safest thing for us to do.
That's the thing that sucks the most, is a doctor won't give you a straight answer. What I'm trying to say is a doctor can't necessarily say, yes, you're totally fine, because let's say something, unfortunately, God forbid, ever does happen, there's a liability onto that doctor. If not legally, probably emotionally.
Number one priority right now is that Charles is safe. Gets through radiation and chemo healthy and successfully. Yeah. And that's our number one priority right now.
It's just bad timing, because this is exactly the time we were talking about.
Yeah. I hate that Charles feels bad, because it's not your fault.
Yeah,
and you know that.
No, I know.
And I would never hold that against you, and you should never hold it against yourself.
I was just bored. I wanted brain surgery.
But it's
going for the hat trick.
Yeah, it's been on our mind a lot, and you know, we always get questions of like, when's baby number 2? What are you guys gonna do, baby number 2? And just recently talked to the doctor about that, and you know, it's just been, like I said, it's been something that's been a main discussion in our life for, you know, quite a few months now since we found out everything. And
the crazy thing is that I know quite a lot of people that have gone through, if not worse, situations.
But don't think we're not thankful. We're so thankful for Remy. Like, I
100%.
don't want people.
But they've gone ahead and had another child too, right after all that stuff. So it's like one of those things. So that's kind of like where we stand on baby number 2. We really, really, really want to have baby number 2. And that's the other thing. I was like really on the fence of having a second child, but the more I thought about it,
which is so funny, because before I got pregnant, he's like, I want 2 kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's
came
just
along,
have
I'm
one.
like, one's okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I just want one right now, and then now the table.
It's literally flipped around.
But I think do you not want to have 2?
No, I definitely do. The more I think about it, I definitely do. I get nervous.
Because Remy's a handful.
This is real talk. Remy is a handful.
She's cute as shit when you see her online, but
she's.
If you have a toddler.
Well, she's cute as shit no matter what she does.
She is cute as shit, but she
knows she's cute.
She's just, there's just moments as a parent where we're like, oh baby, baby.
I always talk to people with daughters, and they're like, boys are easy because they're just jerks. Girls are hard because they're so sneaky and manipulative. They know they're girls, so they know how to work mom. Yeah. And they're girls, so they know how to work daddy's little girl. And she definitely knows how to.
And she's so cute, you just can't help yourself.
I mean, look at this. I'm going to put a photo on the screen right now. This is when I told her she had to go to bed. She started pouting, and then I put the camera down there, and I took this photo. And I'm not kidding. That was 100% a pout. And then she saw the camera and it was like, ah.
They're not like hysterical.
They're not like,
but they're super.
But they're just like these
like,
pouting. Yeah, she's starting to figure that out. We're kind of exploring other options.
And we're still trying to really figure out what the safest and the right thing is to do.
Definitely, we are on track or on mindset for having baby number 2. Because we don't want to wait too long.
Roughly 2 more years before we could try to
naturally do it.
Like naturally.
Well, I mean,
conceiving, it's not going to happen.
It's both natural. It's just ones you're having.
Yeah,
so it's like.
Yeah. No, I know, I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
How
birds and the bees.
How it's supposed to happen.
Birds and the bees.
Like, this is a deep video.
This is probably the most like honest video that we've done in a very long time, and it's hard to talk about because like Allie gets really emotional, and I feel really bad when I see her.
I'm just hormonal.
But then I feel bad because
and tired.
The situation.
You don't need to feel bad.
It's not my fault, but like.
You don't need to feel bad.
I know, but you kind of start thinking that kind of stuff.
But it's not your fault.
All right, we should end the video because I'm gonna start getting really emotional.
Stop. It's not your fault.
I know it's not, but
I'm serious. Stop looking at me. It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault. And no, I'm never gonna be upset about that or hold that against you.
I know.
Look at me. I'm serious.
I know.
You didn't do it. This is not your fault. You gave me a rugby. That's awesome.
It was a twist. I did it all on purpose. And Mike Shyamalan it.
I don't have any more love for me.
I know.
I'm so happy and I'm so thankful you gave me a rugby.
I know.
I didn't ever think I'd be mad at you for that.
I don't think you are. It's more disappointing.
Yeah, but don't be disappointed. We got a crazy one. Next year
she's gonna wake up the second we hit stop. She's gonna wake up and start running and trip on something.
Welcome to our very emotional video today. We hope you enjoyed it. I think it opens the door for a conversation.
Opens the door for a huge conversation for a lot of you guys who might have gone through the same situation too. Because I know there's a lot of people that have gone through radiation.
I have friends and family members that are going through similar
and stuff like that. I know I've seen it in the comments. I've had people send me photos of them in their radiation mask, and I'm just curious to know your thoughts and your opinions and what you've gone through, how you've gone through it. Like if you had a child after all this stuff, how did you get through it? It's kind of like what I'm really kind of asking.
Us being very vulnerable in a very uncomfortable situation. This is going to be a very long vlog. I hope you guys all watch it to this point. We're being honest because I think that this is the time, like we said, we want to open up conversation about this because we want to know if people have been through these type of situations or maybe what your path was to getting pregnant. Sometimes people are very shy to talk about those things and it's a personal thing and you don't have to, yeah. And it's not something, like we were contemplating sharing this, but I think that it's important too because it's just real and I think that it brings comfort knowing other people who maybe are going through the same thing
or have gone through it
or you know just kind of in that same mindset, you know. It's not a negative thing. This is not a depressing thing. This is a positive thing. It's a long video. You better watch it all the way to this point, okay? If you watched it to this point, I want you to say
happy birthday, Marley.
Happy birthday, Marley.
Yeah.
I was trying to say it weird, but it's happy birthday, Marley.
That was a very southern. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you in the next video tomorrow.
Bye, guys.